Hello and welcome to the DAT Booster Dental Admission Series. My name is Alex Kalajian, and in this first set of videos, we will discuss the ADEA AADSAS application. This video will hone in on the program selection and personal information sections of the application. The ADEA AADSAS application is used by almost every dental school in the entire country. It is made up of 4 sections where you will need to input your information. Those sections are personal information, academic history, supporting information, and program materials. We're going to dive into each of these sections to help you understand what you'll need to do when you open up the application. First up, we have the Program Selection tab, which is located on the main page of the application. When you click on this tab, you'll be taken to this screen where you can select and pay for applications to dental programs. Now, the cost of these applications can quickly build up. It is $251 for the first dental school you apply to, then $108 for each additional dental school. There are also supplemental fees that vary by school and payment medium. These numbers show that you need to be tactical in creating your dental school list. You only want to apply to programs that are within your realm of interest and ones that you have a realistic chance at getting into. There's also a Check Status tab located on the main page of the application. This tab will provide you with updates on transcripts, evaluation letters, and standardized test scores. Some dental schools will also use this tab to provide you with updates in the admissions process. So they will tell you if your application is complete, if it's under review, or if you're invited for an interview. Please know that not every dental school will use the Check Status tab, but every dental school will keep in contact with you via email, so it's important that you consistently check your email throughout the process. Now we're on to the personal information section of the application. So first, there is a release statement where you essentially agree to have your information sent to all the dental schools that you apply to. You will also input your biographical information, including your name and gender. You'll include your contact information, which is your address, phone number, and email. That email is especially important because that is the email that dental schools will use to keep in contact with you throughout the process. Then you will input your citizenship information, including your residency and immigration status, as well as your race and ethnicity. Within the personal information section, there is a subsection on environmental factors. Here you will answer questions regarding your family's financial status. You can report if your family has received federal assistance programs or if you have worked in the past to contribute towards your family's income. There is also a disadvantaged consideration. This is a 4,500 character optional prompt where you can discuss any educational, social, or economic disadvantages. So an educational disadvantage is coming from an area where there is a low high school graduation rate. A social disadvantage is coming from a marginalized group, and an economic disadvantage is coming from a low income area. You can also include a description of your childhood residency, which is a 250 character maximum response. You will also answer questions regarding your high school status and the percentage of students that typically go on to college. And lastly, you will answer questions regarding any relatives you have in dentistry. Here you can report the year that your relatives graduated their dental school, as well as the specific dental schools that they may have attended. On this slide, we have the final components of the personal information section. So there is a subsection on parent and guardian information where you can list their name, occupation, and educational level. Based on that information, the application will generate an economic indicator for each parent and guardian. And we have some additional information. This includes your dent pin, any languages you speak, as well as your proficiency and your military status. You will also be asked to report any felonies, misdemeanors, license infractions, or academic infractions on your record. Next, there is a section on past applications to dental school. You will list the year that you applied, the specific programs you applied to, and you have 1,000 characters to talk about any changes in your application. And finally, there is the manual dexterity prompt. This prompt is limited to 500 characters and it's your chance to basically describe how you've developed manual dexterity. It's pretty open ended, and common skills that people will talk about are instruments such as playing the piano and creative outlets like drawing or painting.